Well, it is another fantastic day here at Fun King Garage, and today's video is, well, it's another one of those cop-out videos. No, not really. So here's the rundown. It is, well, you are watching this on the 25th of May. Today is the day before, the 24th of May. It is Saturday morning. I have less than 2 weeks to hit power tour, so I have had zero time to do any editing, and I didn't want to not release a video, and in that process I was trying to figure out the best way to let you all know what was going on without giving away all the fun little tidbits that has happened. So I thought just a quick talking head type video to give you an idea of where I am. Now, it's been a little while since you have seen the car, even though I have filmed stuff for weeks and weeks and weeks now, but as you can see, the engine is in, the cooling system is in, the battery is in. In fact, everything is in, except for the interior, and the hood's not back on yet, but I have the pressure bleeder hooked up to the brakes currently because that's what I'm working on. I actually found a bad leak in the rear brake line, which is weird because I didn't touch those, but I had done the flares originally with a cheapy flare tool, and I think I just had a bad flare, so I rebuilt that brake line last night. Seems to have remedied that situation. It was under pressure overnight, so the brakes seem to be fine. Where does that leave us today? Well, we have all the fluids in. We have coolant, we have brake fluid, we have power steering fluid, we have oil, there's water in the battery. The battery is fully charged. The car has no spark plugs because, as I was instructed by the engine builder, I am to, without the spark plugs being in, crank the car for 2 minutes. Seems excessively bad for my starter, but it's to circulate the oil, which I did actually do with a drill prior to stabbing the distributor. I will still do a little bit of a dry crank. I have the MSD 6AL box unplugged. I will unplug the harness to the engine so that there's no chance of spark, and we are going to go ahead and crank that for a bit. I have tested some of the electrical system. Everything seems to be operating well. There will be a story that comes with that later, just not in today's video. I don't know otherwise what to tell you. Everything seems to be good. If the engine fires and the transmission shifts, everything should be good to go. I do have to put 500 miles on this car after the high rev break-in, which according to the engine builder, I believe it is 1800 RPM for 15 minutes, and then I can drive it. Now, I have always broken in every motor with the thought of you break it in like you're going to drive it. It was a lesson taught to me by an uncle many years ago, and I've always followed it, and it has always worked well for me. So I will do the engine builder's initial build-in, which sets the lifters to the cam, and then I'm going to immediately go out on the road and do burnouts. Okay, no, not really, but I am hoping to actually drive the car today, which would be magnificent, but I don't 100% know that's going to happen because there is a lot to test and a lot to be sure that is good. So again, we're less than 2 weeks away from leaving of power tour. I'm just a few hours away from the initial crank on the engine. There are a few little things to do. Looking at my list, bleeding the brakes is technically done. I have to install the interior. I need to get the transmission up to temperature, cycle it through the gears, check the fluids. I do still have a driver shock to put in. Again, there's a story coming with that. And then it says coolant, but I've already done the coolant. The coolant is in. Now, I did move the radiator forward just a little bit more from where it was. I went to a cap without the little red release handle because I have a hood to radiator cap clearance issue, so I'm hoping that changing that cap I'm still okay, even though I moved it a little bit more forward because the front of the hood rolls. We'll find out. I'll put some Play-Doh on there and close the hood down carefully. I still have to figure out if my new radiator core support bracket clears everything, and then I can pull it out and throw some quick powder coating on it because it is starting to rust. Welcome to Florida. I don't know. It's exciting and anxiety inducing at the same time. I've said this in a previous video that you haven't yet seen, but I want everybody to know, full disclosure, I do not create this drama for YouTube. 100% of the drama you are seeing is real. 100% of the time crunch is real. I did not wait to the last minute to do everything. I started this in January. 13 weeks for the motor to be done between transit and the time in the machine shop. Then when it got back here, it was only a long block. I had to finish assembling it. There was a lot of parts to manufacture, fabricate. There was things to be painted and powder coated that couldn't be done ahead of time. There was wiring harnesses that still had to be built. So none of the, oh my God, are we gonna make it drama is created. It is 100%. I have not slept in days. Okay, that's not true. I do get some sleep, but I generally don't sleep well, and I don't sleep long. In fact, just a few nights ago, I was sound asleep, and my wife rolled over and she whispered at me, "You only have 10 days." And I snapped awake, and I said to her, why would you do that to me? But really, I was dreaming that whole thing because subconsciously I knew I was running out of time. At that point, I had more than 10 days, but it was affecting me so bad in my sleep even. So now it's just a matter of get it started, get it broken in, and start driving the absolute crap out of it so I can do the initial oil change before we go, so that I'm not doing it in an O'Reilly's parking lot somewhere. But I just wanted to bring you all up to speed. I know that this video feels kind of like a cop-out type video, but I needed something that I could quickly produce and not have to do any editing. I can throw up the generic thumbnail that I use for the State of the Garage video and just change the text, and it got you here and you're watching it, and I appreciate it. And as I've said for the last 2 years, if by chance you are out on Power Tour, please say hi. Tell me that you've watched my stuff, because it boosts my ego, and that's important to me. I do have stickers. Out on Power Tour, I always have stickers to give away. We are going to make videos hopefully every day and get those uploaded so that if you are not on Power Tour, you can see what Power Tour is about. And if you are on Power Tour, maybe you get to see your car. That's why I watch other people's Power Tour videos, because I always like to see if they filmed my car. Again, it's the ego thing, you know. But car people are narcissists. It's just the way it is. I mean, we build stuff to look at. So anyway, that's really all I got for you. I do appreciate you watching. I hope that this update was okay. I promise all of the content that I made will come out after Power Tour. I hate doing it that way, but it takes so long to edit. I film pretty much the whole time I'm out here. This time maybe a little bit different, but I have hundreds of hours of video to go through to make little 30-minute videos. So it is very time consuming. I'm not complaining, I'm just telling you how it is. So I will release all of the stuff so that you get to see the meat and potatoes of what it took to get here, and the catches and the speed bumps and the, you know, me getting mad and throwing wrenches and yelling curse words. That didn't happen. Mark's waiting for it. I know you're watching, Mark, and I know you're waiting for me to slam that wrench down on the floor, but them wrenches are expensive. So, yeah, that's all I got for you. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you watching. If you have questions, hit me up in that comment section. Subscribe if you're not already. ring the bell so that you don't miss, even if you want to turn it off after Power Tour, turn it on during Power Tour at least, so that you get the updates for the Power Tour videos. We may even like release little ones in between. I've toyed around with maybe doing a live stream during Power Tour because I think that would be absolutely phenomenal, but it's going to depend on how the internet is. Yeah, otherwise, hit me up with questions in the comment section. I have a lot of work to do, so I'm going to get back to it. As always, until next time, thanks for watching. Yay, Power Tour!